Hello, YouTube land, and welcome to another edition of the Crypto Mamma Mia, formerly known as the Middle-Aged Mom Does Crypto. And today I have a very special guest. As you can see, I am talking with the world famous Nobody Crypto. Morning, Nobody Crypto. How you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Now, are we drinking anything this morning?
Well, I'm out of Jameson, so I had a little bit of honey moonshine that I made last year. So I put that in some coffee, and it's delicious.
Oh, awesome. Honey moonshine. Ooh, that must put some hair on your chest, huh?
It's actually pretty smooth.
Oh, is it?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, for being like 90 proof, it's pretty smooth.
ooh,
So
90 proof. Holy cow. All right. Well, anyways, I appreciate your time and thank you for talking with me this morning. And I just wanted, I have a few questions and I just wanted some of my viewers, just in case they're not subscribers to you, which I couldn't imagine them subscribing to you and not to me and not to you, but just in case, I wanted them to get to know you because you're a fun YouTuber. I know people know you as the hype master, but I looked on your channel today and there seems to be no hypes on here. And there's actually only one video on here talking about 40 ETH and versus in Ethereum Capital versus 40 ETH in Coinbase Pro. So what happened? What happened to all your videos?
well, okay, so I just had this wild hair up my ass, and I was like, you know what? I keep getting all these comments, like some of them are like even a year old, talking about like sites that have already disappeared and stuff, scammed out, whatever. And it's like, okay, so people are watching this old information, and they're commenting a year later, and things change in the crypto space daily. So I
Hmm.
just say, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna delete everything. Why not? You know, start from scratch. So,
Yeah, you
I
sure
figured.
have.
I figure this way. Okay, I'm still gonna be doing hypes. I'm still gonna be doing everything that I was doing, but I'm not gonna be leaving videos up. Like oh, say somebody was watching like my micro profits video or
Hmm.
something like that. I don't want them to see that and then, even though it's stopped paying and I'm not leaving a link, have them go to the site and deposit and get screwed. And then come and comment on my video, oh, I just deposited. Well, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
protect like the viewers as best as I can. I mean, you never can 100%, but I figure this way, all the content on my channel will be current, it'll be relevant, and when something becomes irrelevant, I'll just take the video down, and of course, along with links and all that stuff too. But I figured I'd restart my channel with currently what I think is the safest thing in crypto is this Ethereum Capital, and yeah, so far, it's been killing it for me. But
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm guessing, even though I haven't got a chance to watch the video yet, I'm guessing 40 ETH in Ethereum Capital is way better than 40 ETH in Coinbase Pro.
yeah, let me
Yeah.
see here. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Escape. Okay, so as of right now, my 40 ETH in Ethereum Capital is worth 46 ETH or 46.35 ETH.
Hmm.
Uh, and then I've also got another 14.13 ETH in dividends, and that's not counting the 6 ETH I've already taken out.
Oh wow.
And in my Coinbase, my 42 ETH is still worth 42 ETH. So,
So yes.
so
So yes, it is better. Okay, very good. So would you say then for any new people coming in, especially those who maybe, don't have a lot of experience with hypes, and if you don't know what a hype is, it's just a high yielding investment platform. It's very risky. It could like be here today, be gone tomorrow. So in your opinion, is the safest thing for new people just to do something like a Ethereum Capital?
Yeah, if you're brand new to crypto,
Yeah.
stay the hell away from hypes. All right. It's not a good learning experience to start with. Okay. Hypes are something you play around with like after you've built like a solid foundation, whether
Hmm.
that's trading or hodling or going into stuff like Ethereum Capital or core number compounding, stuff like that. So once you have a nice foundation where you're
Hmm.
getting income streams in from something that's reliable,
Hmm.
then once you build a little bit of gambling money, some extra money, take a little bit of your profits,
Hmm.
then maybe start, throwing in like, $100 here, $100 there to a hype now and then,
Yeah.
but treat it as a game because that's what it
Yeah.
is. It's there was a video Oracle did sometime last year, and he had some people playing musical chairs, right? And I
Yeah.
thought that was the best analogy of the hype
Oh,
game
yeah,
that
it's
there is.
true.
When the music stops, somebody's gonna lose a seat.
Yeah.
So
Some stop paying and hopefully you're not the one in it that, that like stop paying. Like even something like this, I mean it's still in your net profits, but I don't know if you've tried to take a withdrawal out lately. I have, and it keeps giving me that what do you call that? That
the
review
blue screen of
manually.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is. So in fact, hold on, let me try to log into mine. And while I try to log into this, can I ask how did you get into hypes? Like how did you first learn about hypes, and how did you decide, okay, this is something I want to try, or how did that come about?
Um, I was watching YouTubers and I was seeing, people making money and stuff. And my first hype was actually a Telegram bot called the
Oh,
Arbitrage Machine Bots.
oh, wow.
And they actually lasted a really long time. And it was my first win in hypes. I had done like proof of weak hands. That's a DApp though, and I won in that. And then
Uh-huh.
I tried trading and lost my ass on trading. I think that's what really motivated me to go to the hypes because I'm such a bad trader. that,
You're a guest trader. I've heard you say that on your channel,
oh
and you're
yes,
guest trading all the time.
oh yes,
No.
definitely a guest trader, and you know Uh, I got tired of losing on trading,
Oh.
so I found something else, and the hypes, it was more of a game to me, at least the way that I was looking at it. And I started out just putting like, $20 here, $50 there. It never
Mhm.
really got, I'd have some okay wins, but then it just have like some break even stuff. But then I had a couple really good wins, and it started. I started building my wallet balance, so
Oh.
then I could go a little bit heavier into stuff. And sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. I started like really looking at the hypes and noticing little things, seeing if there's like if it's gold coders or script or what the numbers on the front page. They used to give us like little hints on when they were getting close to exit and all that stuff. There was this one
Oh.
exploit that they had on Gold Coder's script where they used to always show the top 20 refs, and if you clicked on that and it just went back to the home page without showing you the top 20 refs,
Yeah.
then that hype wasn't paying.
Oh, I see.
So
Also, you started learning little tips and
yeah.
tricks to figure out which one you could probably do the best at. Which one would you say was your top winner? Like, which one made you the most money out of all the time that you've been doing hypes and things like that?
um, Probably 3x Capital, I'd have to
3X
say,
Capital.
hands
Oh,
down.
yeah. 3X Capital. Oh, the one that's not paying now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I got in on day one on that,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually had, not gonna lie, I had a shit ton of referrals, so that
Oh, yeah,
helped.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But on my $7,000 deposit, I think I withdrew. I looked at it today, and it's like 32,000 that I've
Wow.
withdrawn.
Wow.
So, if they never come back, I'm okay
You're
with
okay.
it, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. So would you say then if you were to do sketchy things like that, it's best to like get in as soon as possible? Is that your best
Oh,
bet, if anything?
exactly. Yeah, 100% hands down. If you get in first, and you don't kick the tires, you have a way better chance. So,
Okay. Yeah. And so what was your first introduction to, oh, look, I got a manual review, so I guess it's over.
yeah, hey, spoiler, they reviewed it and they're still not paying you.
Ah, it's like my micro profits. Yeah, spoiler alert, I got like, payments from last week that are still being reviewed, so they're not going to give it to us. But anyways, back to how did you first get introduced to crypto, and like what was your very first experience as far as Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies?
Well, back in 2017, my wife said, "Hey, I keep hearing about this Bitcoin stuff on the news," and so I went to YouTube and I started looking up Bitcoin, and all I could find was like stuff on how to mine it. And I'm like, "Oh, screw that. That's too much. That's too much effort. I don't want to throw like money into mining stuff and all that." So I just kind of forgot about it. Then in January of 2018, I was at this trade show, and there was this guy who kept looking at his phone like every 5 minutes. And I started talking to him. He was like, "Yeah, man, I just made $5,000, or I just," and like every time I come back to him, he'd be like, "I just made another $1,000." I was like, "What the hell are you doing, bro?" So he's like, "Well, I've been trading Bitcoin and other coins." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was looking at the wrong end of it. When I was looking at the mining stuff, the real money is like, trading and selling and all that stuff. So I decided to buy some Bitcoin at 14,000, and then I bought some Ethereum at 900. And I think I even got some Ripple at $3, and some Tron at like 5 cents,
Wow.
and even some Electronium. Yeah, I think I still have it.
Electronium. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
all sorts of garbage. And it was like the worst time ever to buy crypto because, it was coming
Yeah.
down from all-time highs. So,
Oh, yeah. Wow.
yeah,
So you're buying all at the peaks.
I started out by taking a loss. So, and and then I bought this trading bot. It was called oh, Profit Trailer. Yeah, I bought
Oh,
that
yeah, I
thing.
remember that profit trailer. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
I
a
was I
while.
was following this YouTuber who was doing videos on it every day, and I'm like, okay, I need this bot. So I scraped together enough money to get this bot, and I had the bot, and I only had like $20 to trade with. Which, if you put $20 into any bot, it won't do shit. So it's that was a big waste of money. And then I think next thing I got into was proof of weak hands, and that was like my first real big win.
Oh,
I threw $100 in, and I bought in at like, I think it was either $7 or $9, and then it went up to like $18. I was like,
yeah, I
woohoo,
remember that
crypto's up.
too. Wow, yeah, I remember all those that bot that you're talking about, and yeah, I did some proof of weekends too, and I did make some money on that too. But like you, I mean, I got some big losses too. I think my biggest losses, I don't know if you ever heard of or you remember BitConnect. That was like my
Oh
biggest
yeah,
loss because I
I
I
heard
did
of it. I never went in.
yeah, that's probably the smartest thing you did too. Because I mean, it was great in the beginning, but my problem was I kept throwing it back in. Which if I just kept it out, I probably would have made close to my initial capital back. But yeah, I kept reinvesting and reinvesting, and just like you, I learned the hard way what not to do. So I'm trying to on my channel, I'm trying to show people, okay, if you're gonna play this very very sketchy game called crypto platforms, and you better have some at least some guidelines for yourself so that you don't suffer like massive losses like the rest of us do. So but for me,
Yeah,
I luckily I made a lot of it back with cash fx. So and I think that started my actual being in the black and not in the red. So yeah, so I've seen some of your videos where, man, you some months you or some days you pull in and withdraw some big amounts there.
Yeah,
That
yeah. Sometimes some days are better than others. Like,
yeah.
um, today has been pretty slow so far, but it's only like 9:30. So
You still got a lot of time to go, but oh man, so are you into any new hype that you're looking at right now, or are you just kind of chilling out with Ethereum Capital, or what are you
um,
doing?
I was looking at this one really high risk, sketchy one yesterday morning, and I was getting ready to do a video and throw some crypto in, and I decided, oh, I'm going to check your net profits really quick. So I went and I checked, and I got the blue screen of death. I was like, okay, if I make a video pushing something brand new the exact same day your net profit scams out, nobody's going to touch it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not going to be good for the space. So I decided to just pass. I'm in a couple things, and nothing really new. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
in. I've got this FXT Center thing that I've been in for,
Oh.
let's see, 46 days now.
Oh yeah, yeah. As that one's still going pretty good for you.
It's going, but I've been hearing some people are having withdrawal issues, and some people are saying their accounts got deleted. So I pulled my links for that. I'm still getting paid. I'll still give updates on what's happening with me, but I'm not going to leave a link for it anymore.
Hmm. In fact, you don't have
Um,
any links on your thing now. You just have Ethereum Capital.
right.
But you're still updating. You also have a Telegram bot, right? That people can join if they want to.
Yeah, yeah. And the Telegram bot just kind of gives updates on what I'm in and whether stuff's paying or saving. And it's also got, I think the coolest part is probably the other YouTubers that section that I have on there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's got like the nobody community is what I like to call it. But it's just like up and coming YouTubers or, friends and stuff that I try to help push their channels to.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I think you're on there.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm under your description too. So yeah, I see all of the stuff under your in your show more section here. So here's your sketchy hype bot and all that kind of stuff and Ethereum Gold and Gold chip. Is that the same as Ethereum Gold, or is that something
Yep.
different? Same.
It's all the same.
All the same. Okay. Same contract, right? Same verified
Mhm.
contract. Yeah, and if people don't know what a verified contract is, it's a how would you explain to someone who's like totally new what a smart contract DApp is or how it works and all that kind of stuff?
Well, a smart contract, a DApp, DApp means decentralized application, and a smart contract is something that is written onto the Ethereum blockchain. And once it gets put on the blockchain, it can never be changed. So whatever it says is whatever it's programmed to do, that's what it can do. Um, it can't do anything that it wasn't programmed to do. So verified just means that it's been verified that what they say the code is actually the code. Now, audited means that that a third party has come in and checked the code and made sure that there's no way for people to like the devs or the admins or whatever can go
Hmm.
in and steal your Ethereum or drain the contract.
Okay.
So yeah, verified's one thing. Audited is like that's the golden seal right there.
Oh, the golden standard.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm looking at it right now. So I mean, it seems pretty simple. So I guess what happens is when you put in your Ethereum here, then 10% gets when you buy, 10% gets distributed to everyone who's in the contract, and then when you sell, 10% gets distributed again to everyone. So it's kind of like I remember on a Power Weekends they used to call it like universal basic income for all.
Yeah. Well, it's the exact same contract as proof of weak hands. But the only thing that Sonny did to change it was he disabled the administrator privileges.
Oh.
So yeah, there is no human interaction, you know, in the back end of this now. I mean, he can make a new face like this Ethereum Capital, a new UI, but the contract itself is set, and it's there's nothing you can do to change it.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm also noticing, okay, so you don't have a MetaMask
Yeah, I
wallet.
don't have a MetaMask wallet, not attached to this, but I do have
Yeah,
in my other browser because I actually do have Gandhiji tokens,
and
and I
it's the
do have.
same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So I actually opened it because I haven't looked at it in such a long time. But like, when you guys started talking about these kinds of things, I went into my other browser where my MetaMask wallet is, and I opened up the Gandhiji face contract, and I saw my stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, because I just left it in there. I didn't even think about it. I sold some off, but I kept maybe a little bit in there when like it died down a little. And I think that was about maybe 2 years ago. I think I put some in right after Power of Weak Hands because I knew it came out like not too long after Power of Weak Hands, right? So when
Yeah,
I went into
April
there,
10th, 2018.
yeah, so I think I must have bought some way back then, and then I sold some, and then but I just left some in there. So yeah, you do need a MetaMask. Someone asked me, can you do it with like a Trust Wallet too on your mobile phone? I don't know if you know anything about that.
It depends. Like if you're on iOS or Apple,
Mhm.
Trust Wallet does not work. You have to actually use there's a Coinbase app that has a Web3 function. If
Oh,
you're on
okay.
Android, I believe Trust Wallet will work, but there's also, you know, the MetaMask mobile thing. And um, I don't know if Saturn's got a mobile
Mobile.
version.
Oh yeah, I would have to look into that. I'm not too sure. I actually do have the Trust Wallet on my Android, so I use that on when I'm using my mobile phone. But yeah, so I guess this would be the safest thing because this thing has been around the longest, right? Like, and you can go up to this backup link just in case the user interface goes down.
Yeah, yeah, they've got multiple backup links. They've also got the Discord. Hey, look, that backup link isn't working. um, yeah, they've got multiple backup links. They got the Discord, and also you can interact directly with the contract. And um, so if you know how to do that if you have like your MetaMask wallet connected to it, you can actually do every function that you can do through the UI directly with the contract. It's a little more complicated, but it can be done.
Yeah, yeah, because I remember doing that for when I went into Power of Weak Hands. They had their backup, or you could go in straight through the contract instead of their user interface when the user interface went down or whatever. So same thing here, right? And so
Yeah.
it really is the safest thing. I think I agree with you as far as if especially if you're a new person and you have had no experience with crypto platforms, something like this probably is not your best bet to be putting in your life savings or anything at this point, anything that you're not willing to lose because you never know. I mean, this one didn't even last as long as my micro profits. This I think I registered on July 19th and it already stopped paying.
Yeah, it was panned for I think 15 days,
Yeah.
and I worked out the math. So if that would have been like 54% return.
Yeah, yeah.
So
With no
uh,
referrals, right?
yeah, with no referrals. But if you did the trick where you can stack accounts, then that would have brought you up to 74%. But that's still a loss. It's not as big a loss, but it's still a loss.
Yeah.
Um, with like my micro profits, uh, it was 171% was the return if you would have got on in on day one. If
Yeah.
you got in anywhere within the first 23 days, then you would have been in profit as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because I did have
So
friends who went in and they didn't have any referrals and they actually were able to recoup everything and actually made a little bit of a profit. So So it really, I mean, it really does help to, if you're gonna do something like this, you really just need to get in as quickly as possible. I think you're right. So, and the sad part is you're right, like the website is still up and I think these numbers went up, so I think people are still trying to put money in here.
Yeah, yeah, you know, it's uh
Yeah,
it
yeah.
it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, and so and I try to tell people, if you watch my videos, like I tell people, go do your own research, you know, don't just watch my video, because I do have a lot of older videos saying things like, you know, my micro profits is still paying. So I may do the the nobody crypto and maybe start deleting videos too. And have a clean slate and have a channel that looks like this, that only has one video on top of it. But you're right though. I do get comments like you, like, oh no, it stopped paying already, and I'm like, yes, that's why. I almost want to tell them, yes, that's why you need to, you know, not just watch that video. You need to go and update yourself on the most recent videos. But I don't think people do that. I think they just get super excited to see that something is paying out, whatever it's paying out, and then they just go off of that and go into it just based off of that one video, which, you know, it's your money. You really should be doing as much research as possible before you put anything in, right? But people don't do
Well,
that. So,
exactly. And I mean, you know, well, like you were saying with the whole BitConnect thing, you kept reinvesting. I
hmm.
mean, that's probably one of the worst things you can do, especially with, you know, hypes like your net profits or my micro profits or anything really. You know, you always want to pay yourself first. After you
Hmm.
get paid and you're at that break even point, you
Yeah.
know, then you can do little reinvestment strategies if you want, but
Hmm.
you're playing a dangerous game if you're reinvesting before you're even whole. You know, I was reading in
Yeah.
this Discord, there was this one guy who kept telling people, "Oh yeah, reinvest for the first 4 weeks, and then start withdrawing after that." Well, okay, a lot of people in that platform that were doing that, they
Oh,
didn't get
yeah.
anything back on their investment.
Yeah,
So
and that's unfortunate. So, I mean, I've learned my lesson. I always try to get to, like you said, the break even point as quickly as possible first, and then I can start, you know, playing with the profits. But I've learned from those BitConnect days and all those days where I just kept reinvesting. I'm done with that. I actually am just pulling out. Pulling out, as you know, is more pleasurable for me anyway. So pulling out, that's my motto now. I pull out whenever I see something in my account balance and I can pull it out, I just pull it out. And so, and I hope people are taking that seriously. But you're right, you know, there's people in like Discords or Telegrams where, you know, they have strategies like, oh, you know, let's reinvest so that we get so much per day or whatever. But see, that brings me back to BitConnect days when that's what I was doing, because I really wanted that. I think I was trying to get to like $100 a day where I could pull out, but yeah, that didn't
well,
end so well for
that
me.
that's another thing too. That's another thing. Psychologically, we all have these numbers in our head, and
Hmm.
and they're goals for us. Like, oh, I want to be able to pull out $100 a day, or like my friend Pace Car Mike. Anytime something offers like a roadmap to being a millionaire or anything with the number 1 million in it, he's a sucker for.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I love the guy to death, but he anything that where it says that you can get to 1 million, you
Hmm.
know, that's his kryptonite, man. That's what he'll go for it. So,
Oh,
um,
yeah, I guess you're
yeah,
right. People have that psychological number in their head where they, if they see it or if they have it in their mind, they're gonna work towards it and not think about, like you said, paying yourself first, right?
yeah. Well, like last year, my number in my head, I wanted to be able to get at least $25 a day. I thought that was a reasonable number
Hmm.
I could achieve through passive platforms, is getting
Hmm.
$25 a day, because after 365 days, it turns out to be like $9,100. And I thought, hey, that'd be nice to have an extra $9,100.
Yeah.
And, you know, I actually ended up surpassing that. Um, but you know, I had that little goal, and then this year my goal was to have be able to get $50 a day,
Hmm.
but I've blown past that.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I know. I've seen some of your previous videos where you're pulling out like, I don't know. I think I seen you even pull out 1,000 one time from somewhere. I don't remember where, but I was like, wow, 1,000. That's pretty good. So when you first started, you were doing really small amounts and you just built it up to where what you're doing today. And so there's hope then for people. They just gotta be smart about it. Is that what you're saying? And get lucky maybe.
yeah, luck has a lot to do with it. Be smart about it. Don't kick tires and don't reinvest. And, you know, whatever the story is on any passive platform, I mean, think about it this way. You're reading it on the internet. You're really going to believe that that's true? I mean, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. I mean, even if it's not, just assume that it is.
Yeah, yeah. So you can
So,
so you can play accordingly, right?
yeah, yeah. Just think of it as a game. It's gambling. You know, if you put money into it and the platform disappears the next day, and you're mad because your money is gone, and you're sweating about you're sweating there thinking that, oh man, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay, you have put way too much in. All right, if you
Yeah, yeah.
send money to a platform and you're waiting for that first confirmation and you're sweating about it, you've way overextended yourself.
Okay.
Lower your lower your expectations and your risk capital. You know, your risk level. Lower that. All right, because
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be something where you're stressing about it and, you know, freaking out about it. You know, I see people having meltdowns in certain discords, um,
Yeah,
and
because you're right. I think they put way too much. Like I've got some profits to play with, and even then, I'm still like, no, I'm not gonna put over like a certain amount. Like, but some people are putting in the thousands, and I read that like you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even willing to put that much into here.
yeah, it's crazy. And also like, all right, so I don't know. I see people's comments like from other countries where they're like, well, you know, like $200 US is like, you know, a month's wages here where I live,
Oh,
and it's like, okay, then you should definitely not be
putting that
even
in.
considering, like, even thinking about playing the hype game. Okay, it's not for you.
Yeah, yeah,
build your
no,
build your base, you know, like,
yeah.
you know, figure out how to trade, do some core number compounding, you know, stuff like that, you know, build your base and then go play. Yeah don't just chase after a pipe dream, because
Yeah, they'll be chasing and chasing. That's the unfortunate thing. Because I even see on your YouTube channel here, the only certain things are death, taxes, and exit scams.
that's the truth, man. That's the truth. I actually stole that saying from my friend Daddy Cool Crypto's girlfriend.
Oh.
Um, so I got to give her credit, but yeah, that was one of the coolest things I heard. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm taking that.
It's true though. It's true. Like you said, everything has a shelf life. Some just have longer shelf life than others. So, except for something like this Ethereum Capital, I think because it is a smart contract, it will just keep going. I mean, some days it might not pay out as much, but like you said, your Ethereum will still always be there, and you can always withdraw it at any time. It's not like it's something that can take your Ethereum and disappear. Once you got it in here, if you want, then you can always buy or sell and then withdraw, right? So
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, so but anyways, thank you, nobody. I do appreciate your time, and I know you have a very busy day today, so I will let you go unless you have anything else you wanted to say before you head out. I just I want people to know that there is hope with these things, but you just have to play smart, and you can't look at it as you're replacing your income in like one day, right? It's something that you have to build up and, like you said, have a foundation, and then you can go play with profits and stuff like that. But is there anything else you wanted to add before you head out of here?
Um, no, well, let me shamelessly plug my Wednesday live stream.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. Shamelessly plug away.
All right. So every Wednesday, I have a live stream that starts at 11 a.m. and ends about 7 p.m. And that's Pacific Standard Time. It's me and a bunch of other YouTubers, and never really know who's going to be there, but we all have a good time. It gets deleted after it's completed. So we tend to talk about things that we usually don't talk about on our regular videos.
Hmm.
So anybody who's got questions or, wants to dive a little deeper into, the hype life or whatever, it's a good
Yeah.
place to get information, and yeah, we have a good time. So if you want to check it out, check it out,
Okay.
every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. All right. And it's a BYOB.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Nobody. I'll let you get on your way. And thank you, everyone, for stopping by. And if you have not already, I will put Nobody's link under the description in this video. So go subscribe to him, but I can't imagine you being subscribed to me and not to him. So if you're not, even though he only has one video right now, go subscribe to him. I'm sure there'll be other things coming. And if you have not already subscribed to me, and please do that, and also leave me a like and a comment. I do try to get to as many comments as I can as quickly as possible. But otherwise, I hope you're staying safe, staying healthy, having a good day, and I will see you at the next video. Adios.